Hi, thank you for joining me for my poster presentation. My name is Dr. Marcedes Butler. I'm the MGM College Opportunity Learning Concierge at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. This poster presentation is on breaking down barriers to graduation, the role of academic concierge advising and supporting online students. Before I go through each section of the PowerPoint, just want to give a little background about myself. I started college and I never left. I've been a student and or staff member my whole life, and I am appreciative of the opportunity to pay it forward. Had a lot of faculty, advisors, administrators, mentors on and off campus that helped me persist to graduation. And so that is my current role and duty, is helping MGM employees persist to graduation in both grad and undergrad degree programs. So who are we? We're the MGM COP, a workforce development degree completion program. And that was developed in 2019 to provide educational opportunities to MGM international employees through tuition assistance. It's the first ever partnership between a statewide higher education system, NCHE, Nevada System of Higher Education, and a Fortune 500 company, MGM Resorts International. The program is launched across multiple institutions in the state of Nevada, but this presentation will focus on UNLV. The COP covers the cost of attendance, so the tuition and the books. Also the graduation fee. The only upfront fee that COP participants pay for is the application fee to the university. Once they are admitted, like any other student, meet the requirements of grad or undergrad admission, my role is the first contact between the MGM employee / student, the universe, and the university. And I remove unnecessary barriers to policies, procedures that could delay degree completion from admission to graduation. I work across the campus, as you see under my role, grad and undergrad admissions, the Office of Financial Aid, chairs, faculty, academic advising, decision support, online education, cashiers, many campus partners collaborate with me on a daily to ensure the success of the COP, and I appreciate that. The COP matters. It is an important program. And I actually got some new data and information hot off the press that I'm excited to share with you later on in the presentation. But as you see with the stats on the screen, it is going well. And the participants are seeing positive implications and benefits from utilizing the program and the services. The program is structured. It is a structured program. The students are required to go part-time, so max 3 courses a semester, spring, summer, fall, in a COP-approved major. So you see on the screen, we have 10 undergrad majors, and we have 6 grad options. And so as programs bring their courses and content to fully online, I am hopeful that we will continue to see the list of online degree options increase. I'm going to loop back around and give you Again, some new information. You're going to hear directly from participants in the COP on why it matters. I want to spend the majority of the time on the lessons learned. I started with the program during its inception, and it is really special. The COP participants work full time. They are adults. They have families. They have obligations. They have responsibilities, and they're successful. One of the lessons learned is to assign a concierge, to assign a program advocate. They need a particular contact person that they know they can reach out to that will help them with anything. And whatever I can't assist with, I'm going to point them in the right direction. This builds rapport with the university. It builds rapport with the program, the school, and the student feels secure in the decision to attend the university, and they know that there is someone on campus that truly cares about them as a whole individual, but in particular, their academic success. I advise and lead from an advising administrative viewpoint and lens or theoretical framework of appreciative advising. It's an intrusive advising model that builds rapport with students. And there is a 6-step phase to really shape and mold what that personalized experience will be. Appreciative advising is created by Jenny Bloom and others. And it is, again, a framework that I've used for many years and actually published on. And so this is how I connect with students and ensure them that I am here for them and their success. First thing first is creating that plan of action, right? A detailed degree sheet, a map, and really that time management planning that really helps them balance their schedule. What I found with the UNLV COP participants is that they can do the coursework. It's finding time to actually do it, right? With taking care of your family, working full time, and the other many responsibilities that they have. So we spend a lot of time talking about the roadmap to degree completion and how they're going to fit that in their schedule. Sometimes that means 3 classes in a semester is appropriate, and sometimes that means 1 or 2, right? And even a break. That's okay also, if it's planned. So that is provided to them in the beginning of their onboarding. And so they're going through orientation like a normal student. They are meeting with academic advising. They're getting their degree sheet. They're getting that information directly from their academic unit. And I am the liaison, the point of contact to help make sure that that plan of action is successful. Touch base frequently. I email, text, call students, utilizing Zoom. I particularly like Google Meet. We also use Web Campus here at UNLV. Whatever learning management system that you're implementing on your campus, I think they are all appropriate depending, again, on its usage, is to actually use it, right? To connect with students and to document that. Document the conversations that you're having, the questions, where are the barriers at, and what can I do in my role, and where do I need to pull and connect from campus partners to help figure out a solution. And so take the time. Take the time. The cloud storage and file sharing, we do that in Google. We are a Google school. And so we do have Google Drive, and you can set the permissions and security for certain groups of students, whether you group them by major or interest. That gives you a lot of opportunity because it's virtual to be able to ping the student and make contact with them and let them know that you're advocating on their behalf. A lot of what I do is proactive, right? I'm thinking ahead, trying to prevent a lot of these, burdens from discouraging or preventing the student from being successful. When they're at UNLV as an MGM-COP student, the goal is to focus on your coursework and whatever else you have going on outside of school. I am going to take care of and help navigate the rest. Flexible class scheduling. The COP is fully web-based, right? So there's no course classes to show up to per se on a prescribed time. But that doesn't mean for your program or for others that having hybrid courses, weekend courses, a combination of fully online and on-ground courses, weekend courses, night courses, really getting creative with providing course sections and times that meet the needs of your students and having faculty that support that. And because the COP and the programs that you see listed are fully online, it does not technically, right, interfere with a work schedule. Why would school interfere with a work schedule if you don't have to show up to campus? But of course, there are deadlines and assignments. And so that is where I mentioned earlier, talking about that time management, utilizing lunch, utilizing the weekends to come to campus with their families to study, figuring out where and how they're going to complete each course at a time. I always tell the COP participants, it's a semester by semester program. We take it semester by semester until we reach degree completion. Slow and easy wins the race. They've seen that a few times in the email. Engagement outside the classroom. As I mentioned, including friends and family in the process, connecting with college friends in groups online and in person. I've encouraged, and it has happened, as families bringing their families to campus to study, bringing their families to campus for events, being the change you want to see. Some of the COP students have started organizations, are part of organizations, whether they come to campus, as 90% of our COP students at UNLV are local in the Las Vegas area. And so they have that option. Really engaging in the culture of UNLV. Just because you're fully online doesn't mean you're not a part of campus or the Rebel Way. It's creating and sharing opportunities with students. One of the unintended consequences of the twists and turns of the pandemic is a lot of, if not most, the student services are hybrid. There is some online component. And so even if there is an online club meeting, excuse me, if there is an on-ground club meeting, they stream it online, right? And so just getting creative, right? Letting students know of the opportunities and allowing them to work it in their schedule. Integrating learning and work. The best part of my job is hearing directly from the COP students how they are implementing what they're learning in the classroom at work. There is many roles in hospitality at MGM International. I was amazed. I think there's, I don't even know, 1,000 different job descriptions and titles. And so to see them in various roles really implementing what they learn is that theory to practice, and really motivating again to other students, other COP participants, their colleagues, and encouraging them to, by word of mouth, return to school, because it is possible. The students are successful. I'm going to show you some data, some information. I am proud to announce, I had to go back and just triple check everything. Our first graduate was in spring 2020. And we've had graduations on a rolling base up until fall 22. We have a total of 40 graduates. 30 of them graduated in a graduate program, the other 10 undergraduate programs. And why you see a discrepancy in the numbers between grad and undergrad is, right, grad is our programs are 2 years. Undergrad, depending on how many units they transferred in, how many units the program requires, it's going to take additional time, especially going part-time, right? Now for 2023, fall, summer, spring, I am proud to announce another 21 graduates, right? We have approximately 21 graduates in 2023. Check these numbers out. 17 are undergrad and 4 are grad. So over the years, particularly those fall 19 students that started are graduating. Our undergraduates are catching up with our graduate students. And again, it's just based on time, right? It's just based on time, how many units you transfer in with. Let me share an article from the first COP graduate. Henry Milton, who was our first COP graduate in spring 2020. You see that title, A Degree, 2 Decades in the Making. I pinned this news center story for UNLV today, so please come back and read it. He talks about how the COP helped him persist to graduation. He was one of many that got furloughed during the pandemic, and he took the COP and he actually created a business through his major senior project. And he is a successful business family man, and super proud of Henry Milton. So again, the program is successful. The goal and the key is that personalized service, being intentional, hiring an admin, an advisor, a leader, an individual that cares for students, understands how the university works, and truly wants to help students persist to graduation. We also have another article, I pinned that with Shauna. She's one of the program directors over in our urban leadership program. And our first graduates were 7 women from the urban leadership program, thanks to the COP. And they talk again about the twists and turns of persisting to graduation through the furloughs, and they did. They talk about their community element to their, which is similar to like a thesis project. They call it a legacy project. Other information that they would like to share, again, thanking MGM, the COP. You can hear directly from the students on their thoughts about the program. And I think that's one of the pieces as the learning concierge and the point of contact. I feel it's my job and duty to document the success of the programs. Now, UNLV is unique because we actually have an MGM Resort Public Policy Institute, and their job is to evaluate the COP, not just at UNLV, but across all of the participating institutes. So this is a 2-pager that really gives a summarization. What I found unique here is 75% of the COP students are enrolled at UNLV or CSN. CSN is a local community college here. It's one of UNLV main feeder schools as far as transfer. And so we do see COP students at CSN either earning their AA and transferring over to UNLV and or meeting the minimum requirement as a transfer student to gain admission here at UNLV. And so these matrix, 37, first time to receive a college degree, is motivated 33% by the chance to access higher education at no cost. There is no cost. Thank you, MGM International. We appreciate your partnership and payment for your employees to persist to graduation. 54% would have not gone to college without the COP. Right? So when we get into adult students with lots of transfer units, we know that is financial aid implication. You can actually run out of loan eligibility, grant eligibility, and you're left to pay out of pocket. And so the COP has been a saving grace to a lot of MGM employees to come in and pick up that cost. Almost half of the COP graduates from fall 19 to fall 21 are master students at UNLV. We are a degree completion program. It is possible with support. They can do it. Our job as concierge, our job with online students is to remind them of that. Just check in with them and remind them you can do this. We have high ratings. Online courses, easy to navigate. Orientation, online education does a great job with courses and modules and one-pagers on how to navigate what we call Web Campus, which is Canvas-based, okay? Here we go. Henry's there again. So proud, really proud of that. I think that in summary, they say here, due to the size of current enrollment, UNLV is the only institution to have a dedicated staff member, right? And so we do want to continue to see that increase. I think that plays a major role in the success of the program. One, the support from multiple people on campus to ensure that the COP is successful. Let me put the slideshow back up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure that I thank everyone. Let's go back. Oopsie. Okay. Again, one, because there's multiple people on campus that partner with me, the students, MGM and INCHI, to make sure that it is a success. And again, thank you to MGM International Resorts for the partnership, even through the furloughs. You didn't have to do that, but you did. INCHI, Danielle, who is the Senior Learning Concierge, the point of contact between MGM and each of the COP contacts at the individual institution. Thank you to the Office of the Vice Provost for Academic Programs, Workforce Development, and everyone on the UNLV MGM working group for the collaboration and partnership. We do this together. My slogan is we all can win. MGM is winning, INCHI is winning, UNLV is winning, the students and all of the staff that show up each and every day at work to make this possible. Academic concierge, and some is really personalization, being intentional, working with adult online students, any student, really, right? Having that connection, having that individual on campus that they can connect with. I have my contact information there. That QR code should take you to my LinkedIn page. You can Google or click the link again for the MGM Public Policy Institute to get more data, not on UNLV, but across the COP programs. I want to thank you again for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. You can locate me on Twitter, on LinkedIn, follow me back. If you have questions, let me know. I am here to assist. Thank you again. I appreciate it.